It's your girl, the only Evie, back with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a story time on my first heartbreak. Some background knowledge. At this time when I met, we're going to say Simon. When I met Simon, I was, I want to say I was in middle school. I had just moved from with my mom to my grandma, and I was going through some stuff, some personal stuff, and I'm not sure. I don't even remember how me and Simon even started like texting, or we was actually kicking, y'all. We was on kick. Don't try to be funny, because y'all know, I know y'all was on it with y'all little boos and stuff. Ooh, excuse me. But anyways, we were kicking, and I remember like a few people had passed, and it like kind of really like hurt me, and he was there. Like, I was going through a lot of stuff. Like, I was at a very vulnerable state. That's what, like, the main thing, I feel like the reason why it hurt me so bad, because I was going through so much and I relied on him too much. Like, I was depressed. Like, I was just going through a lot of stuff. I was going through emotions, I guess, whatever. But I was going through a lot of stuff, and I was always talking to him, like, crying on his shoulder. He was always there for me. So I naturally gained feelings for him. Like, I really cared for him. I really wanted him to be like my boyfriend. Like, you know, I thought he was cute, he was nice, whatever. So I ended up getting into the band at my middle school. I met two other girls. We just gonna say girl number one, girl number two. They're not that important. So yeah, so me and girl number one and girl number two hung out a lot because we were all in the band together. Me and girl number two played trumpet together, and girl number one, she played the flute. So I didn't know at first that we all liked him. I did not know that. It kind of unraveled as time went on. Like, girl number two wasted no time to show she was interested in him. No time. Like, y'all, me and girl number one ended up stopped hanging out with girl number two because she was like trying to talk to him knowing that I liked him. And girl number two low-key liked him too, but she didn't want to say nothing. But that's over with. So fast forward to my 8th grade year, his 9th grade, he went to our local high school. And I ended up, I was still in middle school, so he would like walk me home sometimes. We would talk, we would text on kick, like, you know, all that cute stuff. So y'all, this man had filled my head up. Like, he would tell me, like, you know, I'm not ready for a relationship, but then he was just like, I don't want to see you with nobody else, and all this stuff. Like, you know, you so pretty, and oh my gosh, like, you know, hyping my head up for no reason. So I'm thinking, like, you know, we are young. Like, we're only in, like, at the time I was in 8th grade, so I was probably like 14, he was like 15 or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, we're young, no biggie, like, cool. Like, once we get into high school, we can be high school sweethearts. I had this whole thing like mapped out. Like, I just knew how this relationship was gonna go, and I just knew wrong. Like, I just knew wrong. So yeah, my 9th grade year, the following year I ended up going to 9th grade, and I ended up joining some teams, and he joined some teams or whatever. Y'all, I was in on 3 different sports teams. No exaggeration. And I'm thinking we finna be like loving basketball. He ain't play basketball, but you get the scenario. Like, I mean, it's not the best one, but in my mind, I'm thinking, like, we're going to be, like, high school sweethearts. It's going to be so cute. I can't wait. Y'all, I was not prepared for nothing that was going to go down this year. Nothing at all. Like, no. So, me and him had never talked about being intimate. While I was in middle school, we never talked about it. It wasn't on topic. However, he was like, I knew that he was intimate with other people, but a part of me, it didn't, like, I don't know, red flag number one. Anywho, so yeah, like, my birthday come, I turned 15, September, and then October comes, not even a whole month, y'all. Being grown, Jesus. Ooh, if you watching this and you're my uncle or something, like, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I'm sorry. Anywho, so yeah, so October 15, 2015, I lost my virginity to Simon. And before this time frame, we weren't hanging out a lot. Red flag number 2. After this time period, we started hanging out. Like, I started going to his house more, and we were intimate more often, basically. But behind that, like, came a lot that I wasn't prepared for. So people would make up rumors about me, like, oh, I had sex under the stairs at school, or oh, my favorite one, I had a train ran on me under a fucking bridge by my school, and nobody seen it, nobody recorded it. I had teachers, like, making assumptions that me and him was intimate together, even though that's none of their business. It was just a lot. Like, and when your coach is a teacher, or like like most coaches work on campus. So when your coach works on campus, they know everything. The school is so darn small. It's like this big, y'all. So everybody knew, like, what was going on. Like, it was just weird. And I was only a freshman, so it was like, you feel me? Y'all, this was one of the most depressing times in high school for me. Probably the most depressing. I'm not even going to say one of. This is the most depressing part of my high school, was my 9th grade year. And it was because I was already going through whatever I was going through. And I came to school, you know, you go to school, you play with your friends, you do schoolwork, sort of, whatever. But I was going to school, and people were still, like, people were not making it better. Like, they was picking on me to, oh, yeah, she a hoe, she did this. Oh, yeah, she get off. Like, niggas was just lying. Oh, yeah, I messed with her. Knowing, we never held a conversation. Like, I don't know. And I wasn't in drama. I never was the type of girl to talk about people or do all, like, I was never that type of person. So it just really, like, blew me that people was doing that. Like, it was really, like, depressing. I won't lie. I was literally crying. Like, I would go home and cry for hours. Like, I would call my friend and cry for hours. Like, and she can vouch. Like, I would literally sit on the phone and cry. Like, I did nothing to anyone, and look what's going on. Like, nobody believes me. Like, even after high school, people would still tell me, like, oh, you know, you're not what I thought you would be. Like, and it was crazy because people really believed all that stuff about me. And no one, like, people never came up to me and talked to me. People would sit in my face and wouldn't say anything. Like, y'all, it was sick. So even after all this was going on, y'all, I was still, like, talking to this man. Like, I'm still talking to him, like, you know, he was like, I didn't do it. And I believed him not to do it. Actually, y'all, I found out, like, a year ago who actually did it. That's a whole nother story. But it was just the fact that, you know, I never heard him say or, like, take up for me. Like, you just let them drag me through the dirt. You did not care about me. You let them drag me through the dirt. And I know it's not much you can do, but I just don't remember him standing up for me. So you might as well have been a part of it, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, like, it just became, like, so hard to just go to school, smile, pretend like I was already pretending I was happy coming to school. So, like, now I was just like, I don't care. Like, I don't want to be here. And what I was going to say? Yeah, so fast forward, I ended up leaving the school. I went to a new school for a whole different reason. I ended up going to a new school. But because I got into an altercation, that's a whole nother story time as well. I ended up going back to my old school the following year. So my 11th grade year. And this is when he, like, hit me up, like, you know, what's up? Like, how you been? Whatever. So I'm like, you know, I'm good. Like, how are you? And he's like, oh, you know, we should hang. We should chill. Whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I was telling a friend at the time about this. And she was like, oh, he got a girlfriend. Like, trying to be funny. It seemed like she was trying to be funny. It did. It seemed like she was trying to be funny. But she's messy. Like, she's a messy person. So, her word wasn't good enough for me. And I'm pretty sure I asked him. Like, you got a girlfriend? And I'm pretty sure he told me no. He had to. I wouldn't lie to myself. So, I'm pretty sure that's how it went down, y'all. So, yeah. Time go by, boom. There was this football game. Y'all, why did I see this girl with his number on her face? Everybody knows you only do that for your man. Like, somebody, and she was at the game, so obviously he was her man. Like, so I see it, and y'all, I'm literally walking, like, feeling myself, like, whew, feeling like a new chapter. Like, I'm feeling refreshed. Like, can't tell me nothing. And I literally walked past, and she didn't, like, look at me, but she turned her head, and I seen it. Girl, my heart fell. My heart fell through my butt. Like, it's an ice cream truck outside. But, yeah, y'all, my heart fell. Like, I couldn't believe. And she wasn't ugly. Nothing like that. Like, she wasn't, oh, my gosh. Like, that's what, like, it wasn't nothing like that. It was just a simple fact that we had been talking for years. Not months, not a year or two. For years. We had been conversing. Hanging out, being intimate, like, and I can only blame myself because I gave him something that he didn't deserve. Like, girl, if you have any questions about this man, don't even waste your time. Like, seriously. I feel like the biggest thing, I'm not going to say regret because I don't regret any decisions that I've made, but I will say, for future references, don't be out here giving these boys no boyfriend, no girlfriend material when he's not your boyfriend. Don't do it, because that's really what, or he's not your husband. You feel me? Don't be out here doing wifely duties for your friends, because that's what he is. That's what he is. That's what he should have been the whole time. You feel me? And you can say, I'm sorry. You can say, like, I didn't mean to hurt you. You can say all that. But at the same time, you knew I was going through what I was going through. And you knew how everything had already been. And you still hurt me. You still, like, you know how you tell somebody everything that's going on with you and they still hurt you. And it's just like, you already know what's, like, you know better than anybody else, I don't need this right now. Like, you know that. But a person doesn't care more about you than they care about themselves. So you need to care about yourself more than you care about them. Period. And that's something I learned immediately. Like, it was just crazy because, y'all, this man had me doubting myself. Like, looking at myself in the mirror, like, what's wrong with me? Like, especially when you can't sit and he was just feeding me BS, y'all. Like, you so pretty, you so beautiful, I don't want you with nobody else. Like, I can't wait till you be my girl. All this trash. And you know, like, every time I would ask him to be, this is how you know, ladies, you need to leave this man alone. If you ask him when y'all gonna get together or what we doing, and he's just like, you know, I'm chilling right now, or he say that line, we don't need a title, or he hits you with that, let's build and let's, no. We talking, we friends, we together, what we doing? Ain't no, oh, we chilling. I'm not chilling on nothing. I'm not ice. I'm not a soda. I'm not chilling on ice, sweetie. I'm not chilling. Like, what are we doing? What's going on? What are we doing? And that you cannot let people do that, because you know what? They will just string you along, and that's what it was. That's really what it was. People will string you along as long as they can because they know you're a good person, but they know they're not good enough for you. Hear me when I say it. I'm telling y'all. They know, like, oh, you're a good, I've had people tell me, like, you're a great person. Like, you very helpful, you're this, you're that. But they can't be a match. Like, they can't match the energy that I give. Like, that's not them. They half step. And don't deal with nobody that's half step. It's the new year anyways. Cut all ties, sweetie. All ties. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of the video. So like, comment, subscribe. comment down below if you want to see me do another video. Tell me what you want to hear about. Like, follow me on social media, because I'm gonna do some polls and stuff on there to see what I should post next.